What is going on, YouTube? This is Tylord, aka Red Sox fan, and I am back again with Let's Play World of Warcraft: The Burning Crusade. This is episode 12, and we are here, still in the southwestern area of the Ghostlands. I'll show you on the map where I am. I haven't discovered this place yet, but I will in a few seconds. We are here at, technically this is going to be Windrunner Spire, I believe. If we just run up here through these gates, we should discover it at some point. Because I'm on the premises of Windrunner Spire, so I should be discovering it pretty soon. We have the quest here that I'm doing right now, retaking Windrunner Spire. So I have to kill 8 Deathholm Acolytes and then 10 Fallen Rangers. So, you know, it's another, just like a lot of the other quests here in the Ghostlands, it's another sort of grindy type, kill X amount of Y minions and X amount of Z minions. So we're just going to be, you know, hacking and slashing our way through the Spire, killing all these minions. There are, oh shit, I mean, we got to kill 18 basically. 8 plus 10 is basic math. We learned this back in first grade, maybe kindergarten even. So I'm going to be doing that for a while. I guess I'll just show you guys once I get in here. After you run up this main road and make your way through all these mobs, there's really like 2 or 3 different places you can go if you want to kill, like, because you're obviously going to reach the main entrance right here, and you're still not even going to be halfway done killing all these mobs. So once we get in here, I'll show you guys. There's basically like 2 different paths you can veer off towards. I guess I should probably shield up since I'm being attacked. 2v1 time, but I can handle this, no problem. Just won that bitch down. Take out this other Banshee, aka Fallen Rangers. So basically, these were old school, what do you want to call them? I guess they were probably Tranquillan Rangers, or here, let me read the quest text, because it'll probably tell us. It's an honor, really. Windrunner Spire is the original home of Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, Queen of the Forsaken and former Ranger General of the Elves, but now it's been overrun by the mindless Scourge. So yeah, basically, as we all know, or maybe some of you guys don't know, but Lady Sylvanas used to be a High Elf. I don't think she was ever a Blood Elf. I think she was just a High Elf back when, before Blood Elves turned into Blood Elves, they used to be like High Elves, I believe, is how the lore goes. So anyway, might need to get some mana right now. So yeah, there were Rangers, basically. I forget what they were called. Like, not Sylvanas or not Windrunner Rangers. There's a specific term for them in the lore, but I honestly can't remember right now. So anyway, apparently these were Rangers that have died, and then I guess like the Lich King came through here and raised all these dead. So we've just discovered Windrunner Spire. I'll show you on the map. Here it is. One of the last places we had left to discover. The other big chunk of undiscovered zones are all the... This is Zul'Aman right here. This is a level 70 raid, like an in-game raid. And then these are basically all like Amani, or Shadowpine, I should say, troll areas. So anyway, this is Windrunner Spire. This is what I'm going to be doing for the next couple minutes. So I'm going to cut away, kill the rest of these mobs. I already had got 6 out of 10 Rangers, so it's not that bad. I could probably just, you know, jump right down here, actually. Take out all these guys. No big deal. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll cut away, and I'll, after this, I'm going to head over here to the Underlight Mines, because we have 1 quest already, and there's actually another quest giver there. That I'll go over and show you guys where she's at. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, everybody. So I have finished the quest Retaking Windrunner Spire. I'm over here just on the outskirts of the Underlight Mines. Is that how you... Yeah, the Underlight Mines. So if you want to know where this quest giver is, Apprentice Shatheria. That's a dumb name. So if you are facing... I guess if you're looking... It's just west of one of the twin Ziggurats. So there's the Bleeding Ziggurat and the Howling Ziggurat. It's actually just west of the Bleeding Ziggurat. So if you're heading over from Windrunner Spire, you can basically take this road up all the way, and then right about on the, you know, obviously on the edge of this basin type situation going on here. There is the apprentice here. Let's go ahead and talk to her. She gives you the quest Underlight ore samples, which is actually I guess it's not low level for us, but it sort of is because she doesn't have the exclamation point above her head like a normal quest giver does. So collect 6 Underlight ore and deliver them back to one of the Magisters in the Sanctum of the Sun. So let's go ahead and start this, and actually all of the mobs here that we have to kill drop the Underlight ore samples. So we have 2 quests here at the Underlight ore, or the Underlight Mines I should say. The first is to kill 8 Blackpaw Gnolls, 6 Blackpaw Scavengers, and 4 Blackpaw Shamans, and then at the same time loot these 6 Underlight ore. And I believe you can probably loot past the 6 ore limit, but it's pretty useless. You'll probably just end up deleting them after you turn in the quest. A thing to look out for one thing to look out for is, not R, because R implies plural, is at about maybe below 20% health. Because these are humanoids, they will flee, they will run away, which is pretty annoying, I agree, but it's something you gotta deal with. I'm obviously pretty over-leveled for this quest. I'm already 19, so this is one of the first quests you wanna do when you get into the Ghostlands, into Tranquillin. But I've avoided doing this quest for now. Not because it's necessarily difficult or anything, just because I did, a lot more, all the other quests in different areas. I just haven't been over in this sort of southwestish area of the Ghostlands to do any of these quests yet. So I'm going to cut away now. I'm going to be killing all of these Blackpaw, what are they technically? What are they called? They're not gnolls. What are these dudes called? The type of mob. Sort of like Hogger. They are, I guess, gnolls? Are they? What are they? I'm drawing a blank here. They're Blackpaw blanks. I think that dude aggroed me as well. But he's not casting, so I think I'll be fine if I just Shadow Word Paint him and just wait for him to die like that. I'll just want him to death, I guess. This guy's a little bugged right here. He's not attacking me back. Anyway, I forget what these types of mobs are called, so darn it. I feel pretty silly. Alright, so I'm gonna cut away. I'll see you guys. I'll probably, actually, after this quest, I'll probably just be right here at the 2 different Ziggurats. I have some quests to do here. I have to gather the Stone of Light and the Stone of Flame. So I will see you guys in a little while. Okay, everybody, so I am here, back just outside, and now I guess I'm inside the Bleeding Ziggurat. Whoa! And we immediately aggroed one of these Deathhome Dark Mages. And these guys aren't messing around. These guys are around 17, 18, so these are appropriately level, or I should say, yeah, appropriate level mobs. 17, 18, maybe even a 19 here and there. So there's one Deathhome Dark Mage on that side, one on this side, one in the middle. There's probably another. I think there's 4. If I can remember correctly, there's 4 in each Ziggurat, so you kind of got to pull one at a time. These last 2, I think there's 2 more in here that you're going to have to pull both at the same time, so I'm pretty sure you can handle it. These guys are kind of glitched in their summoning animation, but what the hell is my wand doing like 0 damage for? Oh, physical damage dealt reduced by 9. Is my wand physical damage? Technically it's fire damage, but it might count as physical damage, which is weird. So, as you can see, there is one Dark Mage just on the other side of this sort of wall, and then there's another one, there's a 4th one just down the stairs. So let's go ahead and aggro that guy. So this 4th Dark Mage didn't aggro, but this guy certainly did. And as you can see, as they're making their way over to me, they are definitely stuck in this sort of glitched out summoning animation. And there we go. Nope. Still stuck. That's weird. Very weird. But, entertaining at the same time. So we can go ahead and start casting at this guy. They're basically like warlocks. They're called dark mages, but they're basically warlocks. All they do is cast Shadow Bolt, I guess. And some of them, I think, some of them had like the fell armor or whatever you want to call it that warlocks get. This guy doesn't, but the other ones did. I guess I'll just stick with my wand. And then once you kill the four different dark mages, you can come up here. There's a dinted chest up this stair, up this sort of ramp. I don't want to say stairwell because it's not stairs, it's just a ramp. And you can go ahead and loot. The Stone of Light is inside the Bleeding Ziggurat, and inside the Howling Ziggurat. The quest itself is called the Twin Ziggurats. That's what I was saying, inside the Twin Ziggurats. So inside the Howling Ziggurat, just across the Dead Scar here, is going to be the Stone of Flame. I'm not going to cut away. I'll just run across. You might have to be a little wary as you cross the Dead Scar because this is the path that one of the level 21 elites. There's Knucklerot and Luzrin. I know 2 episodes ago I just killed them with a little group. So one of them patrols this sort of path between the 2 Ziggurats. And I believe it's Knucklerot is patrolling. And speaking of the devil, there he is, level 21 elite, Knucklerot. He's basically like a giant stitched abomination, or whatever you want to call, whatever you call this specific mob. So you kind of just run around him. I think he patrols all the way from this first Howling Ziggurat, and he goes all the way from here. He comes down this little path, and then walks all the way like. I think he walks all the way to Windrunner Village and back. So, if you guys are just curious of where to find him, that is where he walks back and forth. So let's go ahead and take out these Stonewing trackers. Are basically these gargoyle-like creatures that surround the 2 different Ziggurats. They can buff themselves. What does this say? Physical damage taken is reduced, but movement speed is also reduced. So. It's sort of like a double-edged sword, if you will, so kindly use my metaphor, or my simile. Like is metaphor. No, simile is like. Like and as is a simile, right? Or like and as. Yeah, like and as are similes, and a metaphor is like a simile, but without using like or as, I guess. Without comparing the two. So he's probably going to aggro another dark mage. Yeah, here he comes. I'm not too worried about these guys, even though they are my level. They don't deal that much damage. Their Shadow Bolts really don't deal any damage at all. But at the same time, I think this curse it's obviously reducing the damage done by my wand. So just be wary of that. I should probably just Mind Blast him down. Alright, so there's that. There's two killed. Oh shit. Just run out of line of sight from this guy. Basically, if they get stuck in this little zone here, all you have to do is cast a spell, run behind the wall, and the Shadow Bolt. Oh shit, that one actually went through that time. I was gonna say the Shadow Bolt won't. Okay, so that one guy died, but this guy aggroed me. Just kind of run behind a pillar or something, and he won't be able to cast the spell because you're not in his line of sight. And I'm actually out of mana, so let's go ahead and Arcane Torrent. We'll silence him and gain a little mana back, and we can go ahead and cast again. God, my wand. Please deal damage. Alright, so we've killed the 4. Not too shabby. We can go ahead and jump in this pool of what looks like slime, basically green water. It doesn't deal damage to you, so you don't have to worry about that. We can go ahead and loot this second and final dinted chest for the Stone of Flame. They don't have any flavor text, or else I would have read it out to you. I like flavor text on items. I think it's fun. As an example, I don't think I have anything in my bags that has flavor text. Oh yeah, this does. Okay, there's an inscription which reads, "To Sylvanas, love always Illyria." Wait, when did I loot this? The lady's necklace. You know what? Whoops. This stuff gives off a faint aura in the dark. Alright, I goofed a little. I mean, not much. I didn't even know I had this, but this is the Lady's Necklace, a quest item. Well, it's an item that begins a quest, so let's go ahead and right-click this. The necklace shimmers, remarkable piece of jewelry, excuse me. See, I can't seem to read well tonight. That doesn't seem to succumb to the gloom that permeates the Ghostlands. Given the inscription and where you found it, it must be lost property of Lady Sylvanas Windrunner. So take this necklace to High Executor Mavrin at Tranquillin. Alright, so you know where we looted this? We looted this at Windrunner Spire. So either one of the Fallen Rangers or one of the Deathholm, what was it, like Acolytes? Let me see. I can actually check in the quest. Deathholm Acolytes or Fallen Rangers, one of them dropped this item. So be on the lookout. If you do that quest, be on the lookout for the Lady's Necklace, because it will definitely drop at some point for you, and you can go ahead and accept the quest. And this is High Executor Mavrin that we had to turn the quest into. So let's go ahead and turn in Retaking Windrunner Spire. We get some experience, we get some reputation, we get some gold, or I should say silver, and then this is the quest that we just started 2 seconds ago from the item that we found in our bags. Let's go ahead and turn this in. A lot more silver in that one. And so then he has a follow-up, Journey to Undercity. This is quite extraordinary. It appears to be a gift to Lady Sylvanas Windrunner from her sister Illyria. Her lost sister Illyria, by the way. I believe in the lore her and her husband were lost, or am I thinking of someone else? Illyria could be the woman that's in Dalaran. I'm not sure. Anyway, so the follow-up quest is take the necklace to Sylvanas in the Undercity, and basically she's the end boss of the Undercity. She like runs that place. So this is Trouble at the Underlight Mines. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Troll Juju. We haven't started that quest yet, so we can't turn it in. And then we have four more quests to turn in. One is here at Tranquillin, and the others, I believe, one is at Sanctum of the Sun, and then the other is at Farstrider Enclave. So let's go ahead and talk to Arcanist Vandril and turn in these, and he will actually give us, oh my gosh, this is quite the conundrum here, because he can give us a wand or a dagger, and both of them give us +1 intellect. Hey. Didn't one of the other quests give us, is gonna give us something nice, like a weapon, a nice weapon. We can replace our main weapon with, or in Deathholm. No, that's not it. Journey to the other Undercity. No, that's not it. Little dash of seasoning. No. Chopin weaponry. No. Spinal dust. No. I think, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with the wand here, just because later on I think we will get a quest that gives us a better weapon than what we have right now. So we might as well go for the wand while we can. Let me see where I can find. Where is it? Where did I get that thing? I did receive it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so the Arcanist's wand, +1 intellect, and then a lot more damage, which is pretty nice. That is not what I wanted to do. And at the same time, we just dinked to 20. Oh my gosh, hell yeah. Level 20 in 12 episodes. My goodness, we are on a roll. So, since we have 5 points in Holy Spec, we've unlocked the second tier of talent points, the second talent tree tier. Say that 5 times fast, a little bit of a tongue twister. So either we can go for a Spell Warding, which reduces all spell damage taken, or Divine Fury, which reduces the casting time of most of our holy spells. I'm going to go with this. So right now it reduces the casting time of our Smite, Holy Fire, Heal, and Greater Heal by 0.1 seconds. And after we put all five talent points into this spec, we will get 0.5 off. So Smite right now is 2.5 second cast. After we get the 5 points in here, so at level 24, it'll be a 2-second cast. Heal will be a 2.5 second cast. And Holy Fire, which we don't have yet, but we will get it this episode because we just stinked to 20. And we can go back to a priest trainer. Am I exalted yet? No, I'm still revered. Oh no, I am exalted with Tranquillin. My goodness. At level 20, we can learn Holy Fire from our priest trainer. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to read off. Congratulations, we are now exalted with Tranquillin. My God, we shouldn't be exalted yet. So definitely reputation rates are ×2 on this server. You've gained 15 hit points and 12 mana. Obviously, 1 talent point, 1 strength, and 1 agility. I don't know why I got those. 1 stamina, 2 intellect, and 1 spirit. So those are some pretty good stat increases. Let's go ahead and talk to Provisioner, not Provisioneer, of Redgar, because since we are now exalted, where is it? With Tranquillin, we can go ahead and buy the Tranquillin Champion's Cloak, which is our first rare item, our first blue. That gives us +7 stamina. My goodness. Let's go ahead and look at this bad boy. Does it have an insignia on it? No. It just looks pretty cool. It definitely goes with our outfit. So the whole Tranquillin set looks pretty nifty. Gold and red. And a little bit of black. So I'm going to cut away now. I'm going to head on over to, I guess, Sanctum of the Sun. Yeah. I'm debating on whether to cut away or not. Yeah, I think I will, just to save a little bit of time. So I'll see you guys over there. Alright, everybody. So we are here at the Sanctum of the Sun. Let's go ahead and turn in these 2 quests we have. The first is the Twin Ziggurats. Or Am I saying that correctly? I might be pronouncing that incorrectly. The Twin Ziggurats or Ziggurats? Ziggurats. I don't know. So we are given the choice between the Sunwell Blade or the Sunwell Orb. Obviously, we're going to take the Sunwell Orb because it is a held in offhand with +3 intellect. And now we actually get the follow-up. This is basically, essentially, the final quest of the Ghostlands. Sort of like... Imagine it as a dungeon encounter, as you will. The final boss of the Ghostlands. The Traitor's Destruction. Slay Darkon Drathir inside Deathholm and bring back his head. And as I said before, we get another blue. So the Farstrider's Longbow. If you are if you're a rogue or a hunter. Actually, as a rogue, you probably want the Dawnblade, which... Actually, we're going to go with the Staff of the Sun on this one. Even though we can't use staffs right now, or staves, I should say, we can train them, which is weird that we don't start off knowing how to use staves. But I think we can either train them in Silvermoon City, or Undercity, or Orgrimmar, or Thunderbluff. It might be Thunderbluff, actually. So let's go ahead and accept this quest. We're obviously not going to be doing it right now, because it's still... I mean, it is yellow. But I'll probably be doing it either in the next episode or the episode after that. I want to try and solo it. I mean, obviously I can find a group, I think, pretty easily in the Ghostlands doing this quest, but I think it'd be pretty fun and challenging to try and solo it. I know I definitely soloed it around level 21 or 22 as a hunter, and probably a warlock, but those are a lot easier because you get pets. So let's go ahead and turn in the Underlight ore samples, and all we get is some silver and some experience. So that's it for the Sanctum of the Sun. I'm going to head on out to the Farstrider Enclave. So I'm going to cut away and I'll see you guys over there. Okay guys, so I am back here at the Farstrider's Enclave. I believe we only have 1 quest to turn in here, and that is Curbing the Plague, the follow-up to the first. So the first was to kill the 10 Ghostclaw Lynxes, or Lynx, I should say, that we did last episode, and also last episode we did killing, what was this one? This was like 10 Vampiric Mistbats and then 8 Spindleweb Lurkers. So let's go ahead and take up the Rangers set. Oh no. I already have a cloth waist that's as good, and actually slightly better than the Ranger Sash, just because it has +1 armor. So I guess let's go ahead and take the oh no, we'll get the Survivor's Knife anyway. So we might as well just take up the Rusted Chain Girdle, because that gives us, we can sell it back for more than what the cloth belt is worth. So yeah, we can sell all that shit. Alright, so now, I still have a lot of quests to do, but before I do any of them, dude got hurt a little. We'll go ahead and heal him up. Before we do that, I'm going to... My hearth is set back to Tranquillin. I'm going to run back to Tranquillin, and then I'm going to fly all the way back to Silvermoon City, and then from there I'll probably just run over to Falconwing Square, because it's probably faster to run to my priest trainer there than it is to run to the priest trainer in Silvermoon City, because I can show you on the map that the priest trainers in Silvermoon City are all the way here at the Sun Fury Spire, and you know, that's a long way to run through the capital city. So I think it's just easier to run from here to here. So I'm gonna cut away now. I'll see you guys over at my priest trainer. We have level 20. We have a lot of spells to go learn or buy ranks of, if you will. So I'll see you guys over there. Hey guys, what is going on? So I'm back here in Falconwing Square inside the inn. Let's go ahead and talk to our priest trainer, Ponaris, which again, I probably say this every time I talk to this dude, but that is a fucking stupid name if you ask me. So holy crap, we have a lot of spells to learn, so let's do some learning. Learn me these spells, please. Alright, first and foremost is Consume Magic. This is the second and final Blood Elf Priest racial ability that we will learn. The first being Touch of Weakness. Overall, I think it's pretty weak compared to, say, let's say Undead, who also get Touch of Weakness, but they also get, at level 20, they get Devouring Plague, which is another shadow dot that heals them at the same time, and eventually, in either Wrath of the Lich King or Cataclysm, it becomes a core priest damage ability for all priests. I think in actually Wrath of the Lich King they abolished the priest racials and just implemented like Devouring Plague and I think Desperate Prayer as two that all priests get. So let's go ahead and train up for Consume Magic. We also get Fear Ward at 20, which is pretty nice. Inner Fire, rank 2, which is pretty nice. Shackle Undead, which is pretty nice. Flash Heal is pretty nice. Holy Fire, oh my gosh, yes, that's pretty nice. Renew rank 3, that's pretty nice. Fade rank 2, Fade is pretty garbage unless you're raiding, because it does reduce your threat, but you know, at low levels it's stupid and garbage. And then we got Mind Soothe, which is pretty good, and Touch of Weakness rank 2, which is pretty good. So oh my god, let's go ahead and look at all these abilities. So let's put Consume Magic. I guess we can just, like, I don't know, put it there, see how that goes. Spell Magic we got there already. Fear Ward we got, we can put like over here, I guess, at the same time. Just put it over here. Just stack up our bar. Let's go ahead and put these things over here. Here. Okay, great. Inner Fire rank 2, so rank 1. Oh, it doesn't actually even show rank 1 anymore. Rank 1 was just like 315 armor. This is 495. So, you know, plus like 100 and some odd amount of armor. And then Shackle Undead, which is, you know, Shackle Undead is pretty good, especially considering we're questing in the Ghostlands where basically every mob is undead. So it's basically like, how do I put this? It's like a hunter's freezing trap or ice trap, but for undead only. So it shackles the target undead enemy for up to 30 seconds. The shackled unit is unable to move, attack, or cast spells. So it basically makes them... It doesn't make them invulnerable, but it immobilizes them, makes them useless for 30 seconds. I don't know if this works against undead characters in, say, PvP. I think it does, but only for 8 seconds. I'm not sure. But anyway, any damage caused will release a target, and then only one target can be shackled at a time. Cure Disease. Flash Heal. Oh my gosh, Flash Heal. So we can pretty much get rid of Lesser Heal, I think. I don't know. I might just keep it in our bar here, but I might get rid of it. So Flash Heal is basically like Lesser Heal, except it costs one less second to cast, I should say. It's obviously weaker than Heal, but it's, you know, 1.5 second cast. That's pretty quick compared to 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds as Heal is. So it's basically half the casting time. And oh, we critted that. We critted that time. That's pretty nice. So we can basically get rid of Lesser Heal, but I'll keep it because it does cost 50 less mana to cast. Holy Fire, we are definitely putting this. This will replace right now my rotation for for like attacking mobs, in case you guys are wondering, is Smite to start off with because the cast time is longer than Mind Blast. So it goes Smite, Mind Blast, Smite. Every now and then I'll put up a Shadow Word Pain. I don't think it's really worth it when I'm killing low-level mobs like that are 14 or 15, just because it only does like 1 or 2 ticks worth of damage, and I don't think that's worth it for 95 mana. So I'll just spam Smite and Mind Blast when it's off of cooldown. But right now, Holy Fire is going to become our number 1 ability in terms of our rotations. So this is to start off with. We will start off encounters with Holy Fire, then I'll probably go into like Smite and then Mind Blast and then back to Smite. So Holy Fire, 3.5 second cast. It'll go down to 3 after we get the 5 points into Divine Fury right here, our talent tree in the Holy Tree. So 3.4 second cast right now. Consume the enemy in Holy Flames that causes 78 to 98 holy damage. So a little bit more than Smite, and actually a little bit more than Mind Blast, and then an additional 30 holy damage over 10 seconds. So not only it does the initial damage, but then it applies a dot as well, a holy dot, which is pretty nice. What else did we get? We got, let me just scroll up here. Flash Shield, Holy Fire, Renew, rank 3, so that went up from like 115 heals to 175. And then we got Fade, rank 2, which is, you know, like I said before, pretty useless at this low level. Mind Soothe, which is pretty nice. Oh my god. My bar is so full of useless shit. Let's go ahead and move this over, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't call these spells useless, but they're kind of useless. Mind Soothe is pretty nice. So, soothes the target, reducing the range at which it will attack you by 10 yards. So, what this means is it will only affect humanoid targets level 40 or lower. So on humanoid targets, you can apply a Mind Soothe to them, and then it basically reduces their aggro range by 10 yards. So say any average mob's aggro range is maybe like 15 yards. This reduces it to 5 yards. So you can get 10 yards closer to them, and they won't attack you, which I think is pretty nice. Pretty good way to deal with in areas that have a lot of annoying humanoid mobs patrolling the area. Just just pop a Mind Soothe on one of them, and you can get 10 yards closer to them than you normally could. And then we got Touch of Weakness rank 2, which was our final spell at rank 20. So this was rank 1, is cause 8 shadow damage and reduce damage caused by the attacker by 2 minutes, by 2 for 2 minutes. This is 15 shadow damage and reduces damage caused by the attacker by 4 for 2 minutes. So it's basically like double the effect of rank 1. So we can go ahead and recast that on ourselves if we want to. So yeah, rank 20, pretty good. This is Fear Ward. I guess I'll put Fear Ward over here as well. It has a 3-minute cooldown, but once we apply it, the effect lasts for 3 minutes at the same time. So wards the friendly target against fear. The next fear effect used against the target will fail using up the ward. And then that's when the 3-minute cooldown really starts to kick in. I mean, the cooldown is in effect right now, but say we get feared or like Psychic Scream, it won't affect us. It will just consume the fear ward, and then we still can't use the fear ward for another like 2 minutes, just for instance. And then Consume Magic, let me see here. Consume Magic dispels one of our beneficial magic effects, and then gives us 120 to 154 mana. The dispel effect must be a pre-spell. So if we were low on mana, let's just cast a couple of spells here. So we're already down to like 80%, 68%. So this is useful in like a boss fight or something when you're raiding. Oh no, I'm low on mana, what am I going to do? Well, I can dispel my Fear Ward, for instance, and then I get 120, 154 mana back. So that's pretty good. As you can see, I consumed my Fear Ward, and then it still has a 2-minute cooldown, so I can't use it yet. So I think Consume Magic works best with Touch of Weakness. So I think the order in which you buff yourself, Consume Magic will dispel your most recently applied effect. So say you just do, in this order, Power Word Fortitude, Inner Fire, and then Touch of Weakness, and then you use Consume Magic, it will dispel Touch of Weakness, which, again, only costs 45 mana to cast on yourself, but then consume magic will basically give you back that mana times like by 3 or 4. So overall, I mean, it's a decent ability. I just think Devouring Plague is better, so that's why I kind of wanted to roll an Undead Priest as opposed to a Blood Elf Priest. So anyway, boy oh boy, I just went over basically every spell. Let's sit at the head of the table. We are definitely the head meister. Our head is tiny though. Look at that. Look at this chair. This chair is huge. This bowl of fruit though. My God, it's as big as my body. That is some giant, like literally. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being hyperbolic. That pear is bigger than my head. My God. These blood elves know how to grow their fruit. Alright, so, boy oh boy, the end of this episode probably got a little boring for some of you, because I basically went one by one through every new spell that I learned at level 20. But I think it's beneficial for you all, if you guys have never played the priest class before, for me to go over these spells with you, let you guys know what's going on, you know, what's on the up and up, if you will. So that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, I hope you guys maybe learned something, especially about this priest class that you otherwise didn't know, or maybe about some of the quests I did this episode, or the Ghostlands, or maybe some lore. You know, I like keeping you guys informed about this game. And as always, until next time, I'll go ahead and sit down here. I hope you all stay classy, and peace out.